How a beginner can be successful at email marketing. Okay, so you've heard about this email marketing thing and you either want to get started or you want to get better at it. This is the video for you. I'm going to walk you through all the steps, what you need to do, the resources you need to have so that you can make money at email marketing. Now I got to tell you, in the beginning I did not collect email addresses. I didn't realize the importance of it. Now fast forward to today and I have a lot of email addresses and I can send out an email and make money within minutes. So I want you to be able to do the same thing. Before we get going, don't forget to subscribe. Hit that subscribe button down there, turn it from red to gray. Don't forget to ring the bell, turn on all bell notifications so you're notified each and every single time we go live or if I upload a video. So in this video I want to walk you through all these steps. Now I'm going to assume that you need help in this area or you wouldn't be watching this video, so I can guarantee you that when we're done you are going to have the tools you need, the skills you need, and exactly what to do to get better at email marketing. Now one of the oldest forms of online communication is email, and even though it's one of the oldest forms, it's still one of the most successful. Keep in mind that out of 7 billion people in the world, 4 billion people actually use email, so that's a pretty good chunk of the population of the world. This is something you have to have in your arsenal. On top of that, it's said that $38 get returned in sales from $1 of email marketing, so that's a pretty good return. I don't think most social media ads could actually do that, so that's why it's so important that you have this in your arsenal. I'm not saying don't do the other things. I'm saying you have to do this one thing if you do anything. Now take a look at this chart right here and it shows the growth of email users worldwide. And the cool thing about email is that you don't have to worry about some social algorithm changing and wiping out all of your traffic, because once you own those email addresses you own the traffic and you can talk to it on your own terms. Now I've heard people say, well, email marketing doesn't work, JR. I've tried it and it just doesn't work. No, that's not the truth. The truth is you aren't doing something right, and that's what we want to correct in this video, is to show you how to do it right, because obviously it works if there's people out there making money. If you're not making money, then you're just doing something wrong, and that can be corrected. Now keep in mind, when you send an email, especially business emails, you are an interruption. Okay, you're interrupting their inbox of their email, so it's got to be good and it's got to be useful. So let's take step number one, is you got to have an email list. It's not just accumulating names and sending out emails. We've got to know why they opted in, how they opted in, what their interests are. In other words, we got to put tags on these people so that we can segregate our audience. Now the best way to do that I've found is through Kartra. Now Kartra is fairly new to the market, maybe 4 or 5 years old, and when I started out I used Constant Contact, I used Infusionsoft, which is now Keep, I used MailChimp, I used Aweber, I used them all, and I got to tell you, Kartra is the best one out there. Now I will put a link below in the description where you can actually watch a video on Kartra. I highly suggest you watching this video. You don't have to opt in, you don't have to give your email or anything to watch the video, but at the end of the video you can actually get Kartra for a trial of only $1, so you definitely are going to want to check that out. Now the next thing I'll tell you is, once you've built this list, you have to define what your goals are. What's the point? What's the point? Okay, are you trying to drive them to a website? Are you trying to build your list even larger? Are you trying to get them to opt in? Are you trying to get them to attend a webinar? Are you trying to get them to buy a product or service? Make sure those goals are extremely clear when you send out that email so that you can judge if it was successful or not. I've had people say, well, I sent out an email and it was not successful. And I say, well, what do you mean it wasn't successful? They say, well, a lot of people opened the email and a lot of people clicked on it, but nobody bought anything. Well, that's not the fault of the email. That's the fault of wherever you sent them to, the page, the landing page, the website, or whatever. That's where the breakdown is. So you've got to understand all the different components of email to see if it's really working or not. Now before you get started in email marketing campaigns, you've got to understand the rules. There are rules out there, the Canned Spam Act, the GDPR, all these things are super important. You cannot just randomly send an email to somebody because you have their email address. They have to have opted in to get on your list, or you can get in a lot of trouble. So make sure that you're getting people to opt in properly, and that, once again, that's where Kartra is going to help you because they filter all that, they show you what to do, they give people opportunity to have a double opt-in on their emails. So get Kartra, it's going to help you out a lot. Okay, so let's look at a few opt-ins right now so you can kind of see what people are doing and how they're getting opt-ins. Now the first one we're going to look at here is Tionic, and their subject line is getting low on wellness, and then it has a question mark on it, and then it shows their product here, and it says friends don't let friends run out of Tionic, order a refill. So this is how they're marketing here, which is pretty cool. And what do they get right in this? They got a great subject line, they leverage the color psychology, the bright warm colors trigger feelings of health and happiness, it's well timed, the email is targeted at people who have purchased the product and is sent when the customer supply is about to run out. So that's a really good one. Let's take a look at Bluehost here real quick. Okay, that's the Bluehost one, and their subject line is Bluehost's new website builder makes building simple. So they're hitting on a big high point here, which is making websites is difficult, and then they give you all the reasons why you should use Bluehost, and you can click the button that says get started. So this sells the benefits, not the features. Focusing on the benefits makes the copy more compelling. They have a really clean copy design. The simple design makes the email aesthetically pleasing and easy to read, and it has excellent targeting. Bluehost knows who their audience is, mainly made up of small businesses owners without technical expertise, so they want to make it look easy as possible. Now when you're writing emails, it's super important that you understand all the different components of it. Your first component is going to be the subject line. Your subject line cannot give up everything that's in the email, because if your subject line says, you know, 20% off sweaters for men today, then they know everything that's in the email. There's no point in clicking on that subject line. But if it says huge sale on most popular products, click to reveal, then they've got to click to reveal, because a subject line is just there to get them to click. That's it. That's all a subject line is supposed to do, get them to click. And when they actually open the email itself, it should give them some information that's going to make them want to click again, because you want them to go from that email to your landing page or to your webinar or to your opt-in page. So understand you've got two different components here. Subject line shouldn't give up all the information, should not do that. Okay, it should just create enough curiosity where they're click and they're going to actually read the email. The email should give them enough information to where they're going to want to click and move forward. Those are the two main components of an email, and if you get those right, you're going to do great, and if you don't, you won't. And the other thing I would add to this right now is make this easy to read. Okay, I think a lot of times people think they need to write in some type of business jargon, and they don't. The average American, if you're marketing in America, which I know some of you are that are watching this, I know I have a huge audience in India too, and I appreciate you guys out there, I really do. Thank you so much for watching. But if you're writing to America, they actually read on about a 5th grade level. That's what the average American reads on. Yes, I know they go through high school and college and all that, but they currently and comfortably read on a 5th grade level. So if you're writing on a 5th grade level, you're good. And I would tell you, you want to leverage storytelling. Storytelling is really good. I use that a lot in a lot of my ad copy. But what's the story behind your business? What's the story behind you? What's the story about what you're trying to accomplish? If you interweave that into your emails, you're going to have a lot more people reading your emails and clicking through. Also, you want to use the psychology in your emails. Psychology would be fear of missing out, FOMO. Okay, fear of missing out could be that maybe your offer ends in 72 hours, or maybe you have limited inventory, or maybe you're just offering this to the first 20 people that click, or 50 or 100. Make sure you have some type of fear of missing out in your email copy. Now I like to offer bonuses. So you know, we own a survival food company, Survivalcave Food. You can see it right there. And when somebody buys, let's say, a case of our meat, maybe we offer them a free 10 steps to protecting your home, or 7 steps to survive in the wilderness, and it's valued at $29 or $59 or whatever it is, but we give that extra bonus, and we will put in our emails, get our free $29 report when you click here. And when they click there, when they buy the product, they're going to get that free report, or maybe they can just opt in and get the report for free, and we can keep emailing them. Now when they first opt into your email list, don't automatically try to sell them something. You want to welcome them to your list. You want to let them know what your list is all about. Here's an example here from Spotify. It says, welcome to the band. You signed up for regular doses of Spotify design straight to your inbox. We're so pleased to have you on board. Please note that you can unsubscribe at any time by clicking unsubscribe from this list. It's right here in the footer. So right up front, they're telling them what they're going to get, when they're going to get it. And if you follow this practice, people will appreciate the stuff you do send to them because they've been told up front what they're going to get. Spotify says, hey, we're going to be emailing you on a regular basis. So they let them know that. If you don't let them know these things, you're going to have people get mad. You're going to have people report you as spam, and it'll just be a big mess. Now to really email properly, you need email automation. And what is email automation? Well, I've mentioned Kartra a couple times here, and once again you can get Kartra by looking in the description of this video. But Kartra will schedule emails. So let's say somebody gets on your email list and they opt in to get a free report. Kartra will send out another email to them thanking them and welcoming them, and then maybe 3 days later it'll send another email with some content, another 3 days later another email with some content, and then 3 days after that maybe it'll try to sell them something. And what it does is it automatically sends out all these emails as people get added to your list. So you could have some people getting the welcome email on a Monday, another person getting it on a Sunday, another person getting it on a Wednesday because of when they entered your ecosystem. And this can all be done automatically through Kartra. So I highly recommend, if you're going to do email sequences, if you're going to try to build your email marketing, which that's why you watch this video, you're going to want to get Kartra. Once again, there's a link in the description where you can watch a video. You can see all the things it does, and it doesn't just do email marketing. It does, you know, all kinds of product funnels. It does courses, it does memberships, it does all kinds of stuff for less than what some of these email providers are charging. And on top of that, at the time of this recording, they don't charge you more based on how many emails you send out, and that's huge, especially if your list starts to grow. Guys, I want to thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you got some useful information out of it. I hope you understand what email marketing is all about now, and if you have some more questions, which you very well may, it's hard to get across tons of information in a short video like this, put your questions below. I'll be happy to answer them one-on-one. If you just want to say hello, do that too. Put it in the comment section below. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. Hit that subscribe button, turn it from red to gray, and turn on all bell notifications so that you are notified each and every time I go live. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Hey, thanks for watching my video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click that little bell right there so you can be notified every time I do a new video. Also, click on one of those videos there. Keep watching on my channel.